Greetings YouTube. This is the first video on my channel. My name is John Kohanjan. I'm a senior in high school and I will be talking on this channel about basically everything you can find in life. All sorts of things, academic topics like physics and whatever else, and then life topics like real, life things and history and all sorts of fun things, drawing and art and whatever else goes on in here, I guess. And so today I want to talk about the mind. And I love the mind. The mind is like the most valuable thing. It's like if you waste this gift that you have, that is truly a shame. So today we're going to realize a little bit of potential about what you can do with your mind. It's pretty amazing. So what is the mind? The mind, you might think about, oh, that looks terrible, about this thing right here with all these waves and whatever. But this, however, is not the mind. This is the brain. The brain is not what we're talking about, though. Brain is just a physical thing. The mind is like the non-physical part of your brain. So it's the part where you have ideas and feelings and all sorts of the magic that the whole purpose of the brain is. The brain is just the vessel. The mind, when I talk about the mind, I'm going to be talking about basically your thoughts and your feelings. That is what I say the mind is. Now the mind has a very special property that I will talk about today, which is its ability to change form. So imagine you have a mind that looks something like this, right? Now maybe you have a whole lot of ambition. That's a big part of your mind. Maybe you are very social, and that's a lot of where your thoughts go. And maybe you only have a little bit of logic. Maybe you're a little illogical, right? So let's say you said, I want to be more logical, right? You want to mold your mind. That is doable because the mind can change. It really can. So maybe then your mind is going to look more something like this. So you have an ambition over here, social thoughts over here, and your logic is bigger now. Because before it was kind of sunken in. It wasn't much. And I don't know what was here. Just let's just say X was over here. And you have X over here. Right? So it looks like your mind is a little bit more well-rounded. And now I hope a little light bulb came off there. That was a big moment for me when I came up with that and preparing for this. But see, your mind's a little more well-rounded now. And that's a good thing sometimes. Because I'm just showing you that you have the ability to be more well-rounded if you wanted to, right? And so if you say, I want to be more well-rounded, or, oh, look at him, he is this and this and this and this, you can be that too, and it doesn't take as much as you think because the power of the mind. It really can change. And the greatest thing is it can happen pretty fast because it's all in here. It's not something you have to work on like going to the gym. I mean, you have to work on it, but the transition, like, it's not limited by something outside of your control. Like in the gym, if you want to get bigger muscles, there's a biological limit to how fast you can do that. But in the mind, it can happen like that. So, you can be more well-rounded. Now, let's say it's final season and you have to lock in on your test. You want to take a little bit of social out then. A little less social thoughts, a little more logic, a little more ambition. This looks nothing like how we had before. So social right here got kind of cut off. So social is smaller. Logic, much bigger. Ambition, still big. Right? So, and throw some determination in there because you're going to need it. Right? So, a little less rounded looking, but it fits for your circumstance. You need it because if you had more of those social thoughts, maybe you took away from here, right? You X all this out and you add it over here where you have more social, your test grades are going to go down. I mean, that's just a simple proportion there. That's how it's going to happen. So sometimes you need to have this, right? I'm not saying cut out your social life or anything. I'm not even talking about that really. I'm just talking about the fact that you can change your thoughts for your circumstance. You can change your mind for your circumstance. You can change what you think about, how important it is at the time. So use your mind to your advantage. You might think, oh, I'm stuck in this way. I am too much of a logical thinker to be emotional, and that's why my friendship is failing. Maybe, but there is a lot of ability to fix it because the mind truly can fit any form. It can fit all kinds of forms. So let's say this is your mind and you pour your mind into the social cup. You pour it in there, it'll fit right in, just like pouring orange juice into a cup. Boom, social cup. You want to be more logical? Pour it into the logical cup. It'll fit. You just have to make it, right? So you just have to shape your mind to fit into this cup or fit into this cup, and you can do that. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some effort, but you can do it. There's nothing saying that your mind can't change. I mean, it does not take a form. It takes whatever form you make it. So look, if you're going to tell yourself all day that my mind is in this form and you can't change it, then it's not going to change. You're going to have this set of thoughts, this form, in this way, and you're going to think the same way forever if you say that. But if you say, no, my mind can look more like this, then this period here, you're going to have to go through it, and you can do it. But the first step is saying, no, it can look like this, and then you're going to go through this phase, and you're going to make it here. And you can do that. I know you can. And so I just want to show you, and this might seem very obvious, that it is possible to change your mind. And you can do it. You have all the power, you can do it. And I also want you to understand that you must use that ability to your advantage. So depending on your circumstance, say, I need to think in this way, I need to prioritize this, I need to, I want to be more like this for this situation. Good. I mean, and it can change fast, right? So that, like I said, when you're pumping weights, it's going to take a while to get strong. But, when you go from chilling at home mind, which maybe looks like a circle, and then you need to jump right into work, then that mind looks like this, like a triangle, you can do that very fast. You can. And it's just like anything that takes practice. So maybe maybe a week out, like a week in work, you've been on your job for a week. Maybe your transition from your at-home mind, which looks like this, maybe it looks more like not exactly a perfect triangle, but you're getting there. And then maybe a month, it'll look a little bit more triangle-like. And then maybe after a year, that switch is immediate, right? So you immediately can change mindsets. You just have to practice and think about it and be aware of when do I need to use this mindset and when do I need to use this mindset, and say, look, it is perfectly formable, and you just have to form it. And that is my message for today. So I hope that you kind of got something out of this. This video is kind of the type where it just has to kind of find you. Like you're kind of feeling stuck maybe, and it's like, this is what I needed. I needed to see this today. And it kind of like, I'm just giving you this. It's not like advice towards a certain situation. It's kind of just like, you see this and you're like, you apply it to your situation. So you have to take this and put it here. Here, actually. So, I did my job. You gotta do your job now. Form it. Do it. See what you can do. And maybe make an exercise out of it. See, like, how fast can I switch my mind from thinking one way to another? So maybe next time you're feeling very negative, try to form it into thinking very positive, right? And see how fast can you do that. Or maybe you're feeling very tired in a social setting. It's just like weighing on you. Just try it. See, like, how can I twist my thoughts or twist what I'm thinking or what I'm feeling, or how, some way, only you can do it, and just say, like, I have the ability to change this. Let me do it. And then maybe you have more time. I mean, more of a fun time when you're outing after feeling like tired in a social setting, kind of revive yourself. So, challenge for you. You can do it. Yeah, this is not tailored advice for any sort of situation today. This is just kind of a cool idea, and that I thought you guys might want to see. So that is the first video. I'm very excited. Support the channel. Subscribe. Maybe leave a comment. I will literally read every comment. I promise you. So leave them, and leave interesting ones, whatever you want. I'll literally talk for hours. So that is it. Have a great time. Peace and love. Rock on.